Welcome to another day in the Matrix. Waters above crypto. Today we're going to be going over the Gary Gensler SEC nomination coming in a couple weeks and how it aligns very well with some of the XRP predictions we've been making moving into the 14th week of the year. If you haven't seen those videos, please go back a couple videos and watch the predictions that I've been doing on XRP. And you'll see how we've been calling for a $1 XRP moving into the month of April. And I believe that this Gary Gensler nomination will have a lot to do with that. So anyways, before we get started, if you like this content and haven't subscribed yet, I'd appreciate it. Like and share this video to help grow this channel. We're going to be doing a giveaway on April 1st for our 2,000 subscribers that we hit just a couple days ago. I really appreciate your support on that. The giveaway will be free lifetime access to my Mastermind course. And also for the rest of this month, my Mastermind course will be on sale for lifetime access. It currently has over 80 instructional videos, so I believe it's going to be really, really helpful for whoever wins that. Also, another update is I'll be launching a Patreon soon, hopefully in the first week of April. So this will be for those who want to support my work, and you'll be the first to be updated on any technical analysis that I'm doing, projects I'm interested in, decoding using Gematria, and access to a private Discord community. So I'm working towards getting that launched around April 5th for Satoshi Nakamoto's birthday. And yep, let's just get straight into the news. So we have here this article that I found, Senate to move forward next month with Gary Gensler's SEC nomination. And we're looking at April 12th. So let's just quickly head into the XRP chart. And we're going to see some of the technicals that I've been seeing. And then also I'm going to show the formation that we charted out a couple weeks ago. And what I'm seeing here is a very textbook inverse head and shoulders. And I was actually calling for that inverse head and shoulders around when I saw this rejection. In my private mastermind group, we were talking about how this move is pretty common, and then moving down to form that other shoulder is something that we'd be looking for. So I'm just going to clean up this chart and hide everything, and we'll kind of see what's going on here. So there was a pullback after this rejection at the 60-cent level, but you can see there was a quick V-shaped recovery. Now this move down was pretty orchestrated on the 24th. We've been going over the number 24 and the importance of it quite often on this channel. And I believe that the 24th of March was huge. It had to do with a lot of different rituals, but of course the Suez Canal cargo ship, which was blocking oil transport and basically put a big dent and slowed down global transport to a degree. And they ritualized the whole thing. And in the video that I made yesterday in regards to the canal ritual, I had a lot of people saying that it's not an oil tanker, it's a cargo. Yeah, what I was trying to say was that this was the theater to push a narrative behind the increase in crude oil futures. So they need to keep up with the propaganda. It doesn't matter what they tell you on the news. They haven't proved really anything they ever do. Everything is ritual. So it's important that when it comes to news, the broken compass, north, east, west, south, that you understand that it's for the people, and the people are asleep. So those of you that are here that have been red-pilled, welcome to the community. We're all about truth here. And it needs to be understood that these things, when you decode them using Gematria like we've been doing, you can see how obvious they are because the patterns keep coming up and up and up. So with that being said, we used Gematria to find out this box right here, this box of dates. And one thing that's special about using Gematria is you're able to determine a lot of what a project will do before it even gets there. So we were calling for the 76th day moving into the 14th week. And that would be recently this 76th date passed. It was right here. And if you zoom into the charts, you can see that that day was the start of new upside potential for XRP. So anyone who went long leading into that, your trade could potentially be 28% up. Again, not financial advice. And the 14th week being perfectly in alignment with April 12th, which is where this box comes to an end. And the technical breakout pattern would be this neckline, or this shoulder line, I should say, down through the noticeable cluster of support, bring this measured move up to this level, which would be respectively around 62 cents if you want to be conservative, and you're looking at a $1 XRP. Now, this is technical on many ends. It's technical on the end of this cup and handle, which would be this purple area would be the cup, and this was the handle that we broke out of, leading into the 76th day of the year. Then you have this downtrending slope of resistance, which we've also broke out of around the 78th day of the year, confirming it as support in the last couple days. Then you had this uptrend support, which we came down perfectly into. You could see it started back here. We had touches before the 76th day of the year. And then on the 24th, when the market started to bleed out a little bit, we got perfect support. And if you look, it's higher lows. So that's a very strong pattern. And now you could see these three moving averages. We've been getting multiple daily closes above them. And these three moving averages are the 21, the 13, and the 34. Okay? So it's something I go into deeper in my mastermind course for those who are trying to learn more about technical analysis. But the point of this channel is to just show you that we can use Gematria to determine when these days will come. So I've been having a lot of people reach out, when is it going to hit $1? When is it going to hit $1? And I am believing more and more and more that it's going to happen around this 11th of April into 14th of April time zone. So right as it gets past this red box is most likely when we're going to start seeing some big numbers for XRP. And I don't mean $3, $4. I'm just saying to have XRP go from cratering down to 20 cents and then moving up to $1 is pretty damn incredible, considering when you zoom out of this chart, there hasn't been a $1 XRP all the way since around 3 full years ago, over 3 years ago. So that would be one of the most bullish things we can see for XRP. And then you could see this fractal pattern that I have right here, which starts leading into July 2021. This is just my side prediction that I have going leading into 2022. And you're seeing where I'm predicting some of these prices to go based off of a fractal. And I have more work to do on that. I don't like to get ahead of myself. Part of what I do is I try to take out the emotion and I try to remove the hype. I'm not really excited about hyping people up, and I'm not really excited about lying to myself and living in denial. And that's why XRP has a very, a cult-like community, because it's full of people with these big empty promises. And every time XRP dipped, I was telling my clients to buy that blood. I don't remember how many people I texted on these couple of days right here when this price started to dip below 20 cents. It was like a gift from the crypto gods. And of course, when these prices come, all of the Bitcoin maximalists are talking shit. But when these prices come, this $1 that could be happening before May, we're going to see how they're going to change their tune. So I like to be balanced in my approach, and I like to use the technical analysis along with the Gematria so that we could have a level-headed way of navigating these markets. So I'm going to go over a couple of things. Of course, we're seeing very bullish moves in XRP, having continuous higher lows, moving into breaking out of patterns, confirming support after breakouts. This is all very nice stuff to see. And from a macro approach, which every XRP investor should be looking at this as a 3 to 5 year investment minimum, you're going to see your day. And these types of confirmations of trading above the 50-cent level are really rewarding, especially for people who buy the dips. So I'm going to quickly go into Bitcoin. A couple of things that I'm seeing on Bitcoin is, for one, we had this movement a couple days ago, which looked identical to every single time Bitcoin hits a bottom. So if I clear out the drawings and I just show you the indicators, sorry, this is not being friendly to me. So anyways, you see this white moving average right here, that's the 55. Disregard buy and sell, okay, that doesn't really matter. But this 55, you see this right here where we almost touched it on January 27th, coming right here on March 25th. You see how when we touch it, the next day is a big green candle. So on this day, the next day was 10%. Right here was a very similar thing too, but this movement was premature. So right here you have a 9, almost 10%. Identical. And look at what happens. Right here, 7%. Okay? So when it comes down almost into the 55, the closest that it gets, the next day or so we get above this yellow moving average, which is the 8, and then we head on to new highs. Right here. You see that's the lowest day that we got to this 55. Broke up, big green candle, get above this 8 moving average, and then we headed on to new highs. Now we've almost come down and touched it, just like back here. A big green candle yesterday. We're above this yellow moving average, and we could almost anticipate brand new highs. So again, I've been talking about leading into April 5th, which is Satoshi Nakamoto's birthday, the idea of a $70,000 Bitcoin. Now I'm getting even more bullish. If we see the way that this weekly close goes and this breakout, how it continues, I believe there is an opportunity for an 80K Bitcoin sometime in April. Now, I don't want to get super ahead of myself. I know I have a couple charts that go into this a little bit more in depth, and I can scan really quickly to find the exact, okay, perfect, right here. So this chart, if I was considering the idea of this chart staying in play, by the end of, okay, right here, April 20th, we can see an 80K Bitcoin. That has potential. So it is possible because we've hit the top of this channel 2 times, and we've come down to the bottom of it and slightly beneath it 2 times. So this is a very important chart. And we know that we'll head to these tops after we get above this heart line. So I'll leave the analysis at that for now because that's really all that matters. As we're in this range, we can move sideways. And then when we break out of this slope, which could take all the way till the first day of April, I could anticipate new highs. It would basically be an exact repeat of this fractal right here. And even though this bearish move happened, it looked very bearish, I was getting super excited because I was telling people, this chart is critical. Every time it hits the bottom of this chart, it basically immediately bounces. And that's what happens. Look, it hit the bottom, bounced up, and then it got below the bottom, and then it went from 30K to 58K in like a month. That's pretty amazing if somebody's trying to build a Bitcoin position during a bull run. So of course, you're not ever going to see that 10K Bitcoin again. You're probably never going to see a sub 30K Bitcoin ever again. But with that being said, buy those dips because you're looking at a stock to flow that's telling you $1 million per Bitcoin in 5 years. Don't sleep on that stock to flow. A lot of people did, and look at where they are now. So another thing I wanted to talk about, and then I'm going to end the video, and I have a private mastermind video today that I'm going to jump into 3 projects that I'm looking at buying, 3 to 4 projects actually that I'm looking at buying. We're going to be discussing that in the private mastermind. So again, for those of you that are not part of it, you want to get it before the sale ends, feel free to email me in the description box and we can get you onboarded. Ethereum and Chainlink look like they're doing almost identical things, not in terms of structure of the chart, but they're moving in tandem. And I've been noticing this because all the way when Link was around $7, I'm going to back this on up. When Link was around $7 right here, when it came up to 8, 9, had this little backup phase down into 6, and then went parabolic to 20. This type of move is something that Ethereum did back in the day when it was below $100. So I've been saying that I have a feeling that there's going to be a couple of projects that get close to redoing what what Ethereum did before the end of the last bull run. And if anyone remembers, Ethereum went from $7 to $1,400 in the course of 13 months. Again, $1.30 Chainlink, and it recently just hit 37. And it's consolidating and building nice strength. This is becoming somewhat of an undervalued project. Since Polkadot has taken off and Theta have taken off, it's almost like people stopped giving a shit about Chainlink. But watch, like, it's going to be one of those projects that when it starts heading up, it's going to start getting to 3 digits. And then potentially in less than 5 years from today, it could be 4 digits. We don't know. We just have to wait and see. But with that being said, Chainlink was really bullish back during a bear market. All April 2019, it was 30 cents. So it went from 30 cents all the way up to $5 before the COVID crash. That's pretty crazy considering most cryptos were having a really bad time. So Chainlink was bullish during essentially a bear trend for most of the crypto space. Just want to lay that out there. So I'm really excited that Ethereum and Chainlink are being boring right now, because whenever a project is boring, I get excited. I'm like ultra contrarian when it comes to these markets. So I don't really give a shit about structure. I'm not really too concerned about moving averages or any technical analysis right now. I am concerned about sentiment, because when everyone hypes up a project, it starts telling me that the stuff that I know has utility and real use case is gonna fly. And when it flies, you're gonna see all the hype boys get on it again, and it's gonna be too late. Everyone buys tops when the hype boys tell them to come in. So I'm gonna leave it at that. Doing the 2,000 subscriber giveaway sometime in the next couple days. Again, Mastermind is on sale till the end of the month. I'll be launching that Patreon soon. So if anyone's interested, please shoot me an email, leave a comment in the description if you're interested in joining the Patreon, and I'll make sure to keep you guys updated with that as we go. And with that being said, enjoy the rest of your day in the Matrix. Much love.